All right, guys, Terry Placker, owner and founder of Semper Shield Roofing and General Contracting, veteran-owned company. So in Texas, it's no secret, you're gonna have hailstorms, all right? In the spring, around March, you're gonna get blasted with hail. And then you may have a random one in like April, June, May, June, July, sometime. Then October, November, you're probably gonna get pounded again with a hailstorm. Before you file an insurance claim, this can help you. Learn if you have an ACV or an RCV policy. When realtors send me a customer, they're like, I needed you to help my customer. We have to do representing the buyer, seller, roof needs to get done, whatever. Insurance agent's like, hey, got a customer, can you come out? I know you'll give me an honest assessment. All right, perfect. Does this customer have an ACV or an RCV policy? The reason I want to explain that is you should know. Here's how this works. Say the roof replacement cost value, all right, is a RCV, which is good. You want an RCV, all right? ACVs are bad. Here's how this works. You have a $20,000 roof, right? That'd be a small roof, but $20,000. They're gonna give you say you get $5,000 of the ACV money up front, so you got $5K up front. Once you show all the work is done, the insurance company is gonna give you the $10,000. So now that's $15K. You've got $5,000 up front to get the job started. And then once you show them all the work is done, a certificate of completion is signed, documentation, insurance wants a proof of deductible payment to show them, or they're not gonna release the depreciation. So that's $15K. This $5,000 deductible, the reason they give you everything less the deductible is because that's on the homeowner to pay the deductible. So if insurance is saying it's $20,000 to do the job, okay, and you want all the work done, but you won't pay the deductible, so how are we gonna do a $15,000 job or a $20,000 job for $15,000? We're going off with insurance roll. Plus, if I don't show them proof that you paid your deductible, it's insurance fraud, okay? Everybody's in trouble, then you get investigated, then Texas Department of Insurance gets involved. So listen, if you have an issue with the deductible, here's how we'll do that. If you don't wanna do your gutters or the fence, say you have a $5,000 deductible, right? 5K. And now they gave you $2,500 for the gutters and downspouts, and they gave you $2,500 for your fence stain. They're gonna give you that in the upfront money called the actual cash value, which is ACV money, your net claim check. So $2,500 plus $2,500, that's $5,000. What you can do, and what we can do many times, this is the legal way to do things, the right way to do it. If you need to offset it, here's how you do it. You have a $5,000 deductible. The insurance gave you $2,500 for gutters and $2,500 for fence staining, all right? That equals 5K. I can take that upfront money and offset it, so now your deductible is covered because it's on work we didn't do. I cannot request appreciation for this work because then I'm gonna get hit with a felony charge, insurance fraud, right? So if you have a contractor that says, you know what, you don't gotta pay your deductible, I'm just gonna request appreciation and everything, that's a no-no because they're gonna lie on their certificate of completion, and insurance is gonna wanna see proof that they paid it. So, or they did the work, or they're gonna release it. And they'll come out, a lot of times right now, they're coming out to check, especially if you have a mortgage company involved, they're gonna come check to see that the work was done, all right? So that's how you offset it. You have an insurance deductible because it's on you to pay it. If you don't wanna pay it, we can find a way to offset it. So even if there was $4,000 to offset it with, and you had a 5K, I can offset it, then you're only out of pocket $1,000. But the days of, or when people want to, hey, do all the work and eat my deductible, that's not gonna happen. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a deductible. If you don't pay it to your contractor, that's less money that he has to do the job. So RCV is $20,000. A lot of homeowners, they'll talk to the realtor, or the realtor will call me about it, or they'll talk to me directly, and they say, well, insurance already paid my deductible. No, they didn't. I wish to God that they did. If you don't pay your, first of all, if you don't pay your deductible, it's a felony, all right, for the contractor. So, and you, it's a felony and a misdemeanor for one or the other. Now, if you don't pay your deductible, that's less money you have to give to your contractor. And it's always the people that don't pay their deductible that want everything extra done with it. I'm just being completely honest. Everybody wants everything for free. I will not do that, so it just is what it is. I'm not gonna lose my license over that. So And you know, the thing is, your roof is the most valuable thing. Most people, 99% of people, their house is where all their money's in. That's the biggest asset they own. That's what protects your family. If you want cheap work and you want to cut corners, we're not the company for you. If you want everything done the right way, with all the warranty, bazillions of reviews that we have to back them up, that people that you could call and vouch for me, hundreds of homeowners, you call me, I can show you how to legally do this the right way, where you're not gonna get in trouble, you're gonna get your warranty, and everything's gonna be done properly. You have an RCV policy, that's good, that's what you want. Especially if you have and then the other thing, do they have a 1 or 2% deductible? You have an RCV policy with a 1% deductible, that's amazing. You're gonna be responsible for your deductible if you want all the work done. If you don't want certain things done, we can offset it and you're all good. If you have an ACV policy, that's where it gets tricky. And you gotta pay attention, because a lot of times the insurance company will change your policy from an RCV to an ACV once a bunch of storms hit. They're gonna send you some kind of an email, they're gonna send you some kind of a letter in the mail. Most people throw their letters and like their junk mail away. They have to legally tell you, but they're not gonna follow up and be like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, did you know we're changing you from an RCV to ACV? So you can argue about that. Oh, you didn't? Okay. They're not gonna do that because they don't care. They're just gonna switch you because they know when storms are gonna come. So they know the time frame. So that way when a storm gets hit, you file a claim, now they're like, yeah, we can come out there. By the way, you have an ACV policy. So the ACV policy means they're gonna give you a little bit of money up front, you're responsible for the deductible, you're now responsible for the depreciation. I just helped out a lady who I have to get my public adjuster on their roof, but she had $11,000 deductible and they changed it to a 2%. And they moved her to an ACV policy. 6 months ago, she had an RCV. There was a big storm in the area in East Plano, and sure enough, they changed it. I was on the phone with them, we were talking, I said, when did you guys let her know? They said, we sent out a letter. She was like, I don't even read my mail. And she's like 60 something years old, but she was like, well, I thought they would have called. I was like, no, ma'am, they're not gonna call and be like, hey, did you get that? Because what's gonna happen is this, they do this to so many people. So when now you call a claim, they're saving money because they switched you to an ACV policy, you didn't know about it, and now you've screwed yourself, all right? So what you can do is, when you know a storm's gonna happen, if you meet a customer, you meet a contractor knocking your door, or you make the best decision and call Semper Shield Roofing and General Contracting, before we even file the claim, I'm gonna send you a video, one of my representatives, Joe Cantu, my regional VP, AJ, one of my managers, Jordan Fields with New Construction, somebody will send you, whoever you're working with, will send you a video explaining what the difference between an RCV and an ACV is. That way you can get ahead of it. So that way we know when we get the claim filed and get insurance out there, we're working with the RCV policy. If not, it gives you a heads up to say, hey, this is an ACV policy. What is your deductible? Okay, you have a $10,000 deductible and you have an ACV policy. Are you in a financial position to pay your deductible and another $10,000 of possibly what that depreciation could be? Because if you're not, we don't need to waste everyone's time and file a claim, because once you file the claim, now it's in the system and you got to get this done. And you can't just file claims and move on to another place, like keep filing all these different claims, because they know the storm date. There's just a bunch that goes to it. So do your homework, know if you have an ACV or an RCV policy. If you need questions on it, let me know, comment in the link or comment on this video. I'll send you a video of what it actually looks like. But get ahead of yourself. Don't just file claims to file claims. If you have legitimate damage and your contractor can show it to you, and like I said, if you have an RCV policy, amazing. If you have an ACV, are you in a financial position to pay that deductible plus the out-of-pocket? Maybe it'll give you a chance to go back to your insurance company, change it to an RCV policy, and then wait for the next storm. Because the storm, they will only cover it if the storm happened when you had that RCV policy. So if you have any questions, give me a shout. I'll send you some videos. We can schedule a phone call absolutely free of charge. I'm happy to help, and so is my team.